A Thai government delegation headed for China's Xinjiang region to follow up on the condition of Uyghur refugees deported last month. The deportation sparking international condemnation, with concerns raised about members of the Muslim minority group facing persecution back in China. CNA's Saksith with this report.
A delegation led by the Thai Ministers of Defense and Justice, as well as a handful of selected Thai media outlets, will visit Xinjiang to verify the conditions of the 40 Uyghur deportees. China has reassured Thailand that the Uyghurs are being looked after. These assurances include follow-up visits by Thai officials, like the one taking place this week. Thailand deported 40 Uyghurs in the night of February 27th to China after they were stuck in immigration detention for a decade. The move prompted an international outcry from foreign governments and civil society groups, and now the first actions against Thailand are taking shape. Last week, the European Parliament adopted a joint resolution condemning Thailand's deportation of the Uyghurs, as well as the continued use of lèse majesté, the royal defamation law. It's called on the European Commission to leverage its ongoing free trade agreement talks to press Thailand to commit to human rights and refugee protection. Then the United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced visa restrictions against current or former foreign government officials that had a hand in the deportations of Uyghurs. Now, this is unprecedented because this is the US hitting out against the leadership of one of its oldest allies in the Asia-Pacific. No names have been published yet, but it's safe to assume that at the very least, the entire Thai National Security Council, so the one that decided to deport the Uyghurs, is affected by those visa restrictions. And those include its chair, the Prime Minister, as well as other high-ranking cabinet ministers such as those from Foreign Affairs, Justice and Defense, as well as the Army Chief. Given the severity of these sanctions, the Thai government's response was rather mild, saying it continues to evaluate its ties to the US. Thai Justice Minister Taweesodsong, who is part of that delegation to Xinjiang, points out that the detention limbo of the Uyghurs had to come to an end.
เราก็เคารพในมุมมองของทุกประเทศนะแต่เราก็อยากจะเรียนว่าเราต้องมีอำนาจอธิปไตยในการตัดสินใจตนเองคือการที่อยู่เนี่ยเขาก็อยู่ในเรือนจำซึ่งก็ถูกรัฐบาลก็ถูกตำหนิมาตลอดว่าทำไมเขาอยู่ในสภาพที่ทรมานเราก็พยายามจะขอขยายห้องกักตม.ไปที่อื่นๆก็ยังไม่พร้อมสักทีทิ้งมาเวลา11 ปีแล้ว
The Thai government said repeatedly that this was the best solution as no other country was ready to take them in. But according to media reports, the US and Canada were ready to resettle the Uyghurs. CNA understands that the Thai National Security Council decided on January 17th to deport the Uyghurs, coinciding with Thai Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawat's visit to China a few weeks later in early February. It's also there where the details of China's assurances were further discussed, leading to the eventual deportation. Given the international attention on this issue, it's another example of the difficult balance between the superpowers China and the United States that Thailand is trying to navigate. Saksith Saiyasombut, CNA, Bangkok.